morning, YouTube. Welcome back to another video. My name is Monique and you guys, you're cooking with Mo. So today I'm going to be making a pound cake. So let's go ahead and get started. I already have my oven set on 325 degrees. That is the temperature that I do all of my pound cakes. Not all my cakes, but all my pound cakes. I always bake them at 325 degrees. I have a gas stove, so if you have an electric, you know, the heat is different, so sometimes you may have to adjust depending on the type of stove you have. But yeah, so I'm just doing a general pound cake. I have here, and I'm going to try to show you everything, but I have here in this bowl, this is the bowl that actually attaches to my mixer. In this bowl I have 2 sticks of salted sweet cream butter. Some people use unsalted butter, but I use salted. And I have 1/2 cup of butter flavor Crisco. I use the Crisco sticks, but of course you can measure out the cup. And I use butter flavor. Some people use the regular Crisco. I use butter flavor because I want my cake to have more of a rich buttery flavor. And all of my ingredients I let sit out to reach room temperature. Everything sat out overnight except for the butter because my air conditioner doesn't work and I didn't need puddles of butter when I woke up this morning. So I have that. In this bowl I have 3 cups of white granulated sugar. When you measure your sugar, or when you measure any of your dry ingredients, you want to use a dry measuring cup, such as this. This is a dry measuring cup. You want to use this, and when you measure, you want to level off your ingredients. You don't want to leave them heaping, or you don't want it to be like not all the way full. You want to make sure it's completely level when baking. And in this bowl I have my dry ingredients, which I use. I don't know if you can see that. I use a box of pudding. Whatever flavor pound cake I'm baking, I always use that flavor of pudding. I'm doing a chocolate pound cake, chocolate pudding, strawberry pound cake, strawberry pudding, and so on and so forth. This one is a regular pound cake, so I'm using vanilla pudding. Lemon pound cake, lemon pudding. And I also have 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda, not baking powder, baking soda. And I have that 3 cups of all-purpose flour. I always use all-purpose. I have that all sifted together in this bowl. Okay. I already have my pound cake pan. I already have it ready. It has I use Baker's Joy that has the Baker's Joy spray that has the flour already in it, so I don't have to, grease it and then flour it and tap the flour around and all of that stuff. That's what my grandma used to do, but thank God for these little quick fixes. And that's all I have over here. I'm going to go ahead and put the sugar in the bowl with the butter, because we're going to cream the butter and the sugar together. we are going to move this over to the mixer. Now, over here, I have 6 large eggs. Again, I let those sit out to room temperature. I have my pure vanilla extract. And in this bowl, I have an 8-ounce container of, I was about to say cream cheese, sour cream. 8-ounce container of sour cream and 1/4 cup of carnation milk. Not the sweetened condensed milk, the evaporated milk, okay? Cake is gonna bake for 80 minutes at 325 degrees. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and start this mixing. And when you start it, you wanna kinda start it slow so that all of your, everything doesn't fly out. But I am gonna speed it up because you want the butter and the margarine, not the butter and the margarine, but the butter and the Crisco and the sugar to cream, to get creamy. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and turn this off and scrape down the sides. You always want to make sure that you scrape down your bowl because there's gonna be dry ingredients because the attachments don't go all the way completely to the bottom of the bowl. So there's always going to be some dry ingredients left down there in the bottom. It's about ready, so I'm going to go ahead and crank that up and cream a little bit more. And again, I will leave all of the ingredients for this cake in the description box below. Okay, now I'm going to turn it down, but I'm going to keep it going because we're going to add the eggs. When you add the eggs, you want to make sure to add 1 egg at a time, mixing well in between each addition. So I'm going to drop in 1 egg. I'm going to try. Sometimes 2 of them fall in, and that really makes me mad, but it's alright. Okay, hope you guys can see that. Drop in another one. And once you don't see any more of that bright yellow of the yolk, then you know it's time to go ahead and drop in another one. I always use large eggs. I never use medium or extra large. I always use large eggs. And sometimes I use the brown eggs. To me, they make the cake, they give the cake a richer flavor. But I'm going to turn this off and scrape down the sides before I add the other 3. But that might just be the thing about the brown eggs. That might just be something, my grandma instilled in my head because she always used brown eggs. Move that over to the side. She probably used brown eggs because that's what the chicken laid. This is the only thing I don't like about this mixer. I love this KitchenAid mixer, but I don't like this. I don't like it. But that's the one I could afford, so this is what we're doing. Okay. And we're gonna get the other 3 added in. One at a time, mixing well after each egg. Now I'm gonna add my vanilla. Now I use 3 teaspoons of vanilla in my regular pound cake. I don't know how much other people use, but I use 3 because I mean this is my recipe. Like, you know, this is how I do joint. Anyway, but I don't know if you didn't get that joke, you ain't never seen Color Purple, but whatever. Watch it, it's a good movie. So you want to add in your vanilla, 3 teaspoons. Now, no matter what kind of cake I make, I always use vanilla. If I'm making a lemon pound cake, I'll use 2 teaspoons of lemon and 1 teaspoon of vanilla. I just like, no matter what flavor cake I make, I always use vanilla in there. I just love the taste of it. I think it gives your cake a nice flavor. Okay, we're going to go ahead and mix that in. And that's another reason why I want to go ahead and I wanted to go ahead and make sure all of the ingredients were already measured out, because I want to get my cake in the oven as fast as I can, because you don't want your butter and your margarine, I keep saying margarine, your butter and your Crisco to melt. You want to make sure that that it doesn't melt, because if it melts before you get your cake in the oven, then your cake is going to be too watery and it's going to run all out of your pan. It needs to be at a solid state when you use it. Okay, so now that we have all of that mixed in, you want to start adding in your wet and your dry ingredients. And when you add in your wet and your dry ingredients, you want to begin with dry and end with dry. So we'll take our flour mixture. Do a little at a time. I just use a large spoon and do about 3, and then we mix. Don't want to over mix, you just want to kind of mix it until you don't see a lot of dry flour in the middle. I'm going to scrape down the sides in a little bit so all the flour that's on the sides will get mixed in. And then this is our sour cream and milk mixture. Put that in there and mix. I always do it about 20 to 25 seconds. I kind of count, you know, you won't hear me counting or whatever, but I'm counting in my head. Everybody has their own techniques. And this is mine. And the cake turns out pretty good. Yeah, I'm gonna add one more of the before I scrape down the sides. I'm sweating, y'all. Scrape down the sides. Scrape, scrape, scrape. Scrape, scrape, scrape. Kind of get that out of the middle. When you have a paddle attachment, you don't have to worry about getting that out of the middle like that. When you do stuff, you ain't got it right. You have to make adjustments, you know. And it's a little harder to scrape down the bowl with this big old whisk attachment in here too, but like I said, adjustments have to be made. Is what it is. It's life. Okay. I'm gonna go in with a little bit more of the flour. Not all of it, but almost all of it. And next to the last addition. I like doing this, y'all. Matter of fact, I love it. It's fun too. I just love to bake. I love for people to enjoy my food. I love to make people happy. Again, like I said, you want to begin with your dry and end with your dry. So after this, and I don't know, y'all might have seen my a cake video before of mine. I scrape. When I tell you I scrape the bowl, I scrape the bowl. I don't leave nothing. My children used to be so mad with me because I ain't leave nothing in the bowl, but hey. For some reason, I feel like if you don't use it all, you make the cake is smaller. I don't know. I'm probably crazy, but I don't be wanting to cheat people out of their cake because you licking the bowl. Okay. I don't know if y'all can see how creamy this is right now. Like, this is really, really creamy. It smells good already. Look at that sweat, y'all. I'm gonna have to redo my makeup. Woo! I'm gonna put the spoon in there, y'all. Okay. Okay, that's the last of the flour. That mixed in really good. And then I'm going to scrape down the sides and give it another quick mix. Take that off my prepared baking pan, my prepared cake pan. Okay, go ahead and get this into my pan. Like I said, I'm going to stir this a little bit. Make sure everything is incorporated. I'll try to pour it like this so you can see it. Now you want to make sure that this is evenly distributed as best as you can. I always tap my pan on the counter at least about 3 to 5 times. That kind of gets the air bubbles out. And then I kind of go around the top like that. Even though when I dump the cake out, it's going to be upside down. I do this, try to make it a little flat. Make it pretty. So, I'm going to go ahead, put this in the oven. It's set on 325. Okay. And that in the center, and then I'm going to set a timer for 80 minutes or an hour and 20 minutes. I'm going to let that cook, and then I'm going to come back and check it, and with a toothpick or a skewer or whatever, make sure that it comes out clean. I'll show you that process when I do it. But like I said, normally my cakes take 80 minutes, but if you don't know exactly how long to bake your cake, when you begin to smell the cake, if it smells done, then you want to go ahead and check it, because it's either done or close to being done. Okay, so you want to go ahead and check it. Check the stick your toothpick or your skewer in there, because I want to make sure that when I have a pound cake like that, that I can get all the way down on the inside of it. I will be back to show you guys the finished product. See you in a few. Hey you guys, what's up? I'm back. My cake timer just went off, so I'm going to have my skewer ready. That means it's ready. Normally, I would let this sit in the pan for 10 minutes and then flip it out. But I'm crunched for time. Make sure it's all pulled away from the side, because you don't want any mishaps. Lay the plate upside down on top. Make sure you have a good grip and flip. And you should hear it come out. I heard it come out. I don't know if you heard it, but I heard it. And I always turn it once or twice just to make sure everything's coming loose. And there we go. So, yeah, I think that's it, you guys. I am, like I said, I'm going to list all the ingredients for this pound cake in the description box below, and as well as the glaze that I'm gonna make. It's just a general vanilla glaze. It just has powdered sugar, milk, and butter. And yeah, just gonna whisk that up, and like I said, just pour it over a little half of the cake, and I'll probably have a little bit, you know, left in a little container just in case somebody wants some to put on the top of their cake or whatever. So anyway, I'm going to get ready to get out of here. If you guys would do me a big favor, go down and smash that like button for this video. Give me some suggestions, some comments, anything that you would like for me to cook, or any questions you would like for me to answer. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, that little red, you know, little red rectangle button that says subscribe, and the little bell right beside it, the little notification bell. That way you are notified every time I do decide to upload a video. I love y'all, and like I said, like, comment, subscribe, share this video with anyone, with everyone that you think may benefit from it. I hope you learned something. I hope it helps. And yeah, I love y'all. Bye.